Last time on the Model Remodel Show, we were making energy-efficient walls on the Skinny. We were able to frame the walls with 2x4s because we used Zip Systems R12 panels on the outside and the heat loss calculations penciled out nicely.
So I was really excited to use the new Zip R12 panels on this project. We've used the Zip R3 and R6 a number of times on various projects over the years, and we're big believers in exterior insulation. Putting the thermal control layer on the outside of your framing makes a lot of sense. So we're really happy to get our hands on the R12 panels.
Adding in some critical air sealing details should give us a pretty darned good wall in a snappy manner. This week, we're sprinting to the dry-in finish line. Manufactured trusses and Zip System roof sheathing are a fast way to get there.
Now that we've kind of got our staging in place, the way we're going to start is we have two girder trusses that sit right here on our eave walls. So the first trusses we're going to set are going to be our girder trusses, and then our gable trusses will be hung for a portion of the roof line in between those girder trusses, and then we transfer over and we'll set our gables working out this way.
Aluminum staging planks hung off of manufactured brackets and clamped in place make a stable and safe work platform to position the trusses and nail them in place. Two long planks run the length of the house, and some shorter ones mirror the walls in the wing additions. First up are girder trusses, which carry the load of the trusses running perpendicular over the main part of the house. The girders are doubled and screwed together with structural screws. Next is the gable end truss, which will need to be braced temporarily from the outside. So Ben whacks a post into the ground. The truss is set and the bottom cord is flushed out with the top plates and then toe-nailed. Now the center is plumbed and braced. Filling in between is done with a couple types of pre-cut blocks. Atop the plates, they use 2x4 blocks that are 22.5 inches to perfectly space the trusses 24 inches on center. Ben toe-nails each truss into place. Higher up, they use 1x3 strapping to brace the trusses plumb and to maintain consistent spacing. After they finish the trusses over the master bedroom wing, they move into the center section of the house. They drop each truss into joist hangers that are nailed onto the girder trusses and then nail them off. The blocking and tackling goes on until the truss game's over and it's time to sheathe the roof. Ben begins by talking on the phone. Actually, he begins by snapping a line 47 3/8 of an inch up from the outside of the sub-fascia. This will give a little overhang to butt the fascia to while creating a straight run for the first course of sheathing. Now Ben can sit down and talk on the phone. As the zip sheathing is fastened to the trusses, the strapping is no longer needed and can be removed. Ben also fills in the framing for the lookouts as he sheathes his way up the roof edge. With the main section of roof covered, they fill in the layover trusses and overlay the valleys. Layover trusses are spaced correctly, then the peaks are aligned with the others, they're plumbed, and then nailed into place. Zip sheathing is installed over them, and then Ben and the guys tape the seams and valleys with Zip System tape. Now, we're pretty much dried in and ready for windows, which we'll install next time on the Model Remodel Show.